Title: The Vanishing Hour. Ethan had always been a night owl. While the rest of his family slept, he would stare at the ceiling, letting his thoughts wander. But one night, something changed. At exactly 2:47 a.m., his phone screen flickered. A new app had appeared, The Vanishing Hour. He frowned. He hadn't downloaded anything. Curiosity got the best of him, and he tapped the icon. The screen went black, then a single message popped up: "Would you like to experience time differently?" Below it, 2 buttons, yes and no. Ethan hesitated, then pressed yes. The moment his finger touched the screen, everything around him froze. The whir of the ceiling fan, the ticking of the clock, silent. The world outside his window stood still. Cars mid-motion. Leaves caught mid-air. The only thing that moved was Ethan. His heart pounded. He stepped out of bed and waved his hand in front of the mirror. His reflection didn't move. That's when he saw it, his reflection blinked a second too late. A whisper crawled through the frozen air: "Welcome to the vanishing hour." Ethan spun around. A shadow stood in the doorway. It wasn't a person, but more like a void in the shape of one. "Who are you?" Ethan demanded. "I'm what remains of those who stayed too long," the shadow replied. Its voice was layered, like multiple people speaking at once. "You have 1 hour before you must choose." "Choose what?" The shadow didn't answer. Instead, it turned and walked away. The walls around Ethan shimmered, and suddenly, he wasn't in his room anymore. He was standing in an abandoned city where the sky was neither day nor night. Buildings loomed over him, empty and crumbling. The phone in his hand vibrated. "Your time is running out. Find the exit before you disappear." Panic set in. Ethan sprinted through the streets, looking for a way out. But every corner led to more empty roads. The only sound was his own breathing, until he heard footsteps behind him. He turned. The shadow was back, but now there were more. Dozens. Their hollow eyes fixed on him. He ran. The phone vibrated again. Final minute. Choose, stay or leave. Ethan's thumb hovered over the screen. If he stayed, what would happen? Would he become like them? And if he left, would he ever know the truth? The shadows were closing in. Ethan took a deep breath and pressed. And suddenly, he was back in his bed. The clock read 2:48 a.m. His phone was normal again. No mysterious app. No frozen world. But something was different. In the mirror, his reflection was still looking at him. And then, it blinked.